Hey guys, this is Mandy with iHeartIDevices, and I'm bringing you a video that I talked about in my What's in My Bag video, and that is a comparison review of my Midori Traveler's Notebooks and kind of how I'm using them. So I have the passport size and the regular size, as you can see here, and they're both brown, but you can tell that the passport size is actually older because it has that patina developed on it, and it just looks more worn. I purchased this a while ago. I can't remember. It's been several months. To use as a wallet and a journal. So I did that for a very long time. I used it as my everyday wallet, and then I also would write I had fiction, nonfiction, just random little lists. I mean, I kept everything in this book, and it was just my one-stop shop for everything that I needed on a day-to-day basis. So I really loved the setup, and I will go into my specific setup right now, or in just a minute. But one thing that I encountered during carrying this is that I just felt like it wasn't super easy to grab my phone. I have an iPhone 6 Plus, and then this, and then just go. And I wanted something that I could put everything in and just go on my way. And I ended up getting this in-case leather zip wallet, and it's great because it fits my iPhone 6 Plus, and I have a credit card, a driver's license, some cash, my health insurance cards, and then I'm just ready to go, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I've been using this, and I really like it, but I love this. I love the passport size Midori, and I've been struggling so much just internally trying to figure out how to get this back into my rotation, because it is such a nice little notebook, and I have worked pretty hard to set it up just the way I want it, and I want it to be in my everyday rotation. So I'm debating on either just getting over it and having my phone and then just my wallet as a separate thing and chucking this all together, or just using it as my backup. So, you have cards and stuff like that you never use, or store cards that aren't really that important. And this seems like it would be a really nice setup just to have all the extra stuff in, which I have had it like that for a little while. I have all the extra stuff. I took everything out just for this video. So this is the way I have it set up, and this is how I had it set up when I was using it as a wallet, and I've just left it like this. So I have one little pocket right here, and I actually put my driver's license right here because then if I had to show it, I could just do this instead of taking it out of one of the little sleeves. So this is the Midori insert, and this is the zip pocket, and I usually would keep cash in here, and the only thing I have changed recently is that this is normally in the back and the card slots are in the front, so I'll show you that. Then I have the craft file, which I use this just for receipts or coupons, or honestly, just like any other wallet you would have, just miscellaneous stuff ends up gathering here. So this notebook is the one that came with the Midori, and I am not a huge fan of just blank pages because I tend to have very slanted writing, so I just but it's good for lists or just random notes or whatever, so I do have it in there. But then I have my lined notebook that I purchased separately, where I keep grocery lists and stuff like that. And before, when I was using it as a wallet all the time, and I did journal and everything in there, this actually, I think one of these, it was actually this lined notebook that was my kind of like a nonfiction or fiction, I can't remember, notebook. But anyways, I had notebooks that served individual purposes. So, and then here's the back of the craft file, and I just have some stickers that I was testing out there. And then I have the card slots. So like I said before, this was in the front, so I just had it flipped around. And I liked having the cards in the front just for, accessing easily. But the only thing that I don't like about this, and I know that they make leather inserts or different materials that maybe don't stretch out as easily, but this, you can see right here that it's starting to come apart, and I think it's my fault, I'm sure, because I put too many cards in here, and they're all stretched out now, so unless I have 4 cards in here, they're gonna fall out. But also, I mean, obviously, you're not supposed to put that many in there because look what's happening right here. So I may have to invest in a better card holder if I am indeed going to switch back to using this as my everyday wallet. But I love this notebook so much, and I really am not one for, you know, you saw some stickers here, but I'm not one for decorating necessarily or doing a lot of artsy stuff in it, you know, like that's not me. I guess I'm more of just writing stuff down or you know, practical and everyday use. I don't want it if I'm not going to use it every single day. So this I love, and I'm debating. So if you have a strong opinion either way, let me know. You know, let me know if you think I should switch back to using it as my wallet and just get over it and carry my phone and my wallet separately, or what. But yeah, this was a fantastic purchase, and I'm really glad that this was my first Midori because I love how small it is and how portable and convenient, and I love the inserts that go in it. I have several lined notebooks, and I think that these are the only, the pockets and the craft file, those are the only 2 other kinds of inserts that I've purchased for the Midori. And then like the little plastic sticker pockets. At one point I decided I didn't want that sticker on there anymore, that adhesive pocket, and it's really hard to get off. So once you put it there, don't change your mind about it. So moving on. So once I decided that this wouldn't make a great wallet just for my purposes because I wanted to carry my phone and everything in one section or in one thing, I switched over to the full-size Midori for journaling, lists, and other stuff, and then I just had my wallet and everything separate. So I did, you know, I said I didn't do a lot of like decorating and stuff like that, but with this, I kind of, I did get one of these little things, I don't know what they're called, follow your arrow, which I really enjoyed that. I thought it was nice. And I don't have any charms or anything. So when you open it up, you can see I did have another one of those sticker pockets. This is what happens when you decide you don't want it anymore. I had to yank the pocket off, and you can still see the outline. It's not very sticky, but it's like it tore off a layer of leather or something. I don't really know, but it doesn't look so good. I'm almost tempted to put one over it just use it so I don't see that anymore, but whatever. So the first thing in here is I bought the little pocket insert. So this pocket insert is different than in the passport because the pocket comes with, it doesn't come with card slots, it just comes with this little folder or little pocket here. So, and there's a pocket on either side. So I've started to get into kind of, I'm not very creative as far as, you know, being a great artist or being able to draw or see colors, you know, in a creative way. That's just not me. I wish that I could be like that. But I've started cutting like little words out of magazines. And I have some other little like scrapbooky type things, which is not me at all, but I'm trying to be a little more creative. I have some stickers that I bought. So I'm using this. I do write. I love it. I've been writing ever since I was a little kid. And this is my fiction notebook. And I've been writing in here. Yeah, I haven't had this for very long. I think just after Christmas, I bought the full size. So this is a relatively new transition and setup. So I've been writing every single day. I love it. I love writing in here. I love the full-size writing compared to the passport size writing, just because, I mean, obviously it's so much easier to write in the full size than it is this tiny little notebook. But then I also have just this little, a favorite quote, and these are actually from a set called Smash Book or something like that. I have a Smash Book that I did when I tried to be creative and do kind of like a scrapbooky kind of thing for just all the different things that I was really active and just doing a lot, going to concerts, going on trips and stuff. So I have this little Smash Book, and this came with one of the sets, so I really like that. And then I'm not sure why I did this. I put a pocket back here, and I think I was putting stickers or something, or I can't remember what I was doing with this that I was going to use in this notebook. I don't really know why that ended up there, to tell you the truth. You know how you do stuff and you're just like, why did I do that? This is one of those moments. So the next thing I have, coloring, obviously, is like all the rage right now, and I was on that bandwagon long before it was trendy. But I have a notebook that like one of those adult coloring books that I've had it actually for probably since 2013. They were making them even then. But I tore a page out and I folded it. I cut it so it would fit and folded it so I could put it in here. And so if I'm like waiting in a car or something, I always carry around colored pencils. And then I just folded it and put it in here just because it's kind of relaxing and a little therapeutic for me. So this is a new one that I just put in there, and you can see how creative I am. I've started coloring. So this is my monthly diary that I have, and it came with the really cool stickers, and I love this. I love the stickers so much. So in here, I'm not going to show you in there, but let me move to the back. Okay, so here's an example of what it looks like, just a regular monthly calendar. But something that I like in the front, let me see if I can show you without revealing a bunch. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this shows when I got it. I didn't get it till January 4th. But in here, I'm going to record I have different goals that I've set on these. That was December, so this is January. I have different goals that I've created for myself for January, and so every so often I'm just going to go through and in January just write down what I've accomplished and different stuff. So I'm going to try to do that, set goals for every month, and then record if I've reached any goals or whatever. So I follow up on these things. I love doing it. So this is kind of a new way to do that. I've never used a monthly calendar like this before, so I am pretty excited to give it a try. I will check back in with you guys and let you know if I actually succeeded or not. So, and again, I will mention that I really don't like starting things I'm not going to finish, and I don't like having things that I don't use every day. So for me, I'm going to buy one thing that I really, really love, and I'm going to use it and use it and use it and use it. So that's really how I am. This is a journal to my son, and I have a 20-month-old today, and I write him letters, and I just talk about things that we've done that day or whatever. I'm fortunate enough to get to stay home with him, and he is funny and inquisitive and mischievous, and I want to capture the interesting things that we do or that he learns or something, you know. So I have this, and I bought this little sticker, which I really, really love, this wonderful, joyful, laughable life, and his initials. And this is 2016, so I'm going to do one notebook a month. And, you know, obviously I didn't get this until, you know, the 4th or 5th or whatever. So I have a little bit to go, but I'm confident that I'll be able to fill that up. And I also have a little instant camera. So I take little snapshots of him and put them in here. So I have one, and I'm just gonna leave that private, just because. And then, so for my last notebook, so yes, you're probably wondering by this point, like this is thick and it sticks out a little bit, and sometimes I have to rearrange it and move it around, because I have 4 notebooks in here and the pocket, so it gets pretty chunky, but I like it that way, and I couldn't decide when I was figuring out if I would have to sacrifice a notebook. I just couldn't decide which one to sacrifice because they're all kind of important to me. So this one is my lists and rambling, and this is actually where I'm trying to be a little bit more artistic. So I wanted to try or start dabbling in, you know, just drawing, doodling, being creative, pasting those words, and you know, I like poetry, I like doing that kind of stuff, so just putting things together and seeing what happens. And also I have some writing prompts that I from a book that I recently purchased, so I'm going to start like just doing some of those like poetry prompts and put them in here and try to be a little more creative with that. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to really getting into this. I've started a little bit with my lists and stuff, and this is actually kind of a carryover of what I would do in here if I was just using it as my extra wallet. So making like random lists and just to-dos and stuff like that. So, and probably less of the creative stuff in here. So anyways, then here's the back pocket, and I just have some Sudoku, the Sudokus on the side, squares, and some word searches, and I get bored pretty easily, so if I'm out and about, I love doing the Sudokus and the word searches, so I think having them in here is kind of nifty. And then what is this? Today's favorite playlist. I love making playlists, so just keeping track of kind of like what's popular, what, you know, I don't know, it's all on the internet, so it's all in my Apple Music playlist, but it's still nice to write it down sometimes. So anyways, that is kind of how I've been using my 2 Midori Traveler's Notebooks, and I don't know, like I said, the big theme of this video is just wanting to get back to this one and use it as my wallet, but I just don't know if it's practical for me or if I'll do it for a little while and then switch back to that because it's so convenient. But please let me know what you think. And also, this is just how I have it set up, and you know, like I mentioned, I've packed this one pretty full, and I don't mind it. I like having everything with me. I for a short time thought about maybe making this a wallet, you know, as well. I'm just gonna leave that off. But I think that this, because I have so many things I write about, and I am creative in that way, like writing, but it doesn't transfer over to artistic ability, so I just want to put that in there. But yeah, I just have so many things I want to write about and keep track of, that this seems like it needs to stay the way it is. So anyways, I know this is kind of all over the place, but please feel free to leave your comments in the comments below, and let me know what you think and how you use yours. And if you make videos, link to your videos, because I love watching these so much. I have watched hundreds of Midori notebook reviews and setup tutorials and creating extra like the faux dories and stuff like that. Like I've watched a million videos. So anyways, that's all I have for today, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please like it, subscribe for more. I'll probably make more videos on this setup. And as I venture out into more creative territory, I will probably even try to do some of the custom inserts and stuff like that that you can print and make, and I've not even gone there yet, but maybe I will. So I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.